Hey, I'm Decathlon Gamer. Welcome back to Pro Cycling Manager 2020. This is All Rounder. It's episode number 53. We're at the presidential tour of Turkey. And don't get me started on that president, Erdogan. Yeah, no conversation there. None to be had whatsoever. Anyway, we open with some good news, bad news. Good news, I'm leader outsider for this race. It's Stage 3 already. First two stages were sprint stages, but as leader outsider, I had no real assignment to those. I tried to go for intermediate sprints for bonus seconds, but sprinters went for them as well, and they easily beat me out each of the two stages. But I did manage to grab second place on the opening stage, surprisingly. Quite surprisingly. Managed to grab that. So, really good result. It was not a regular sprint. A lot of riders were out of position. There was a big 90-degree right-hand turn just before the finish and a slight uphill. So, circumstantial thing favoring my strong position and just enough energy to sprint to the line to claim second place, just ahead of the third, fourth, and fifth place riders who all nearly overtook me, where I was almost a full bike length behind the stage's winner. So, good result, gained 6 seconds, and with my leader outsider role, that was definitely a good thing. I finished 20th on stage 2, so it was not ideal. The sprinters are out in numbers and quite strong compared to me. So now on to stage 3. Well, this is the first mountain stage, and you look at it, and that's not that big of a mountain at the end. It's definitely not that steep either, but it's going to do some damage. Luckily, I have at least a +1 race day condition. It's going to make me a 71 mountain, 74 resistance. I don't know if that's going to be enough to hang on to the end, but we'll do what we can. It's a very, very small peloton in this one, just 67 riders chasing down 9 at the front. Plankart got into the break. Today, even though I'm the leader outsider, I'm not getting actually any team support except for Guillaume Say, who's in for points classification, so near that sprint point he'll have an opportunity to try to attack, but it looks like there won't be anything to attack for, and therefore he'll be in support. Everybody else was given the assignment of Baradur today, so they're all looking to try to hopefully go get in a break and claim a stage. Plankart made it to there. I'm hoping late in the stage, when it becomes quite clear that nobody else is going to get in the break, I might actually get full team support. That would be really, really nice. The other piece of good news was that second place finish. The bad news, the team did not get an invite to La Vuelta, so we're out of that. And we just focus on getting whatever strong GC position I can get for this race. I did pick up 18 points for that second place finish, but otherwise, with leader outsider and no specific position, it's really hard to earn points on this race. 6 stages overall. We'll have 3 more to go once this one is complete. And I'm going to go ahead and either cut or time lapse, depending on if there's any action to see towards the later point in this stage. $15K to go in the stage. I now have complete control over the team. It's only 4 riders, but at least that's some support. I'm going to go ahead and use the sprint train style to go up this one. For one, it doesn't look that steep of a climb, though it is 13 kilometers in length. We just reeled in the breakaway. The race leader, Caden Groves, is already out the back. Almost 4 minutes behind. He didn't make it over the Cat 1 climb, And
There should be a decent
Peter
fight all the way to the top
definitely
and
needs
the
to start
finishing
speeding up
line.
a little bit. We're trying to stay out near the front. I don't expect a high position. So the top contenders, almost certainly I'll just kind of let those guys go. But as we get down to 10.5K, Peter's hanging on, but he is definitely slipping backwards and a little too much. So we're going to keep things moving along, kind of keep fighting through the crowd a little bit. There we go. This is scooting back forward just slightly. And as for me, it's doing very little damage to this point. Peloton just 63 riders, so we're already near the back. So Peter's going to have to speed up a little bit more here. Okay, so Peter is definitely a better climber, it looks like. We're going to take him out of the rotation. And we'll just go back to Peter. I'm going to slow him down for a moment because Guillaume say, can you... if I go auto, he'll try to protect, hopefully. Alright. 6.4K. So Peter's done well. He got us pretty high up. Say's been dropped. We're down to Plankart and Lewis, but under 5K to go. That's pretty good. Especially, look how bad these guys are as climbers. 53 left in the peloton. Numbers are definitely starting to shrink. Riders are getting dropped, but yeah, these guys doing okay.
5 kilometers remaining.
5K to go. I would expect the attacks to start happening soon. So probably the best thing Plankart and Lewis can do for me is just get me into a position to respond when the attacks happen, as opposed to just keeping me in the group. But it looks like... Actually, what it looks like needs to happen now is he's just gonna go pause again, and I'll have to ride forward on my own. I'll just use Lewis to protect there for that moment. 4K to go. I'm going to go ahead and gel up now. I'm starting to
the list of those left behind goes on
miss
rising.
gaps here.
Attack with
3K to
the
go.
line within reach.
Still linking up with the front group, top 20 riders or so. Trying to go my pace though. .7, gel kicks in, making good progress. Looking towards about 13th position
there
here.
Goes the sprint. The strong men are
900
giving
meters
their all.
and gel. Energy gone. Almost made it. Lose some time, but I'll still have a decent position. Dan Martin takes second behind Steinhauser.
Well.
Jenny at third. Conti fourth. Caruso. Fellini ninth. A couple names out there, but not a lot of big climbers. I get 15th on the stage, so I'll still be in the top 15. Sepp Kuss, what a terrible performance from him to be down in 19th. You look at the riders that are here, outside of Dan Martin, he should have beaten everybody in that climb, hands down. But, of course, the game has not taken into account the 2020 season, in which he's proven himself to have developed quite a bit as a climber. But even based on the 2019 season, he should have been in the top 5. He at least should be around Caruso and Conti. But based on the 2020 season, he's proven to be a very capable climber. So pretty poor performance there by Sepp Kuss. For me, 15th, I would have hoped for a top 10, but I certainly didn't expect anything. +1 race day conditions, 71 mountain is not not exactly anything strong. And even though I had support, none of them were good climbers, so I didn't have
here are a few of the key moments.
Great support. I mean, I had to ride that last 4K by myself. So, coming in 15th, yeah, it's not bad. Minute 46 down, so I'm very solidly 15th place. I have that 6-second time bonus, so that puts me at a minute 40. But then he's got 10 seconds, so minute 50 down is where I should be. Yes. But definite gaps around me, so it looks like I'll be fighting for about 15th. So we're on to stage number 4. And I've actually lost my status. I don't know what the team expected. I don't see how 15th is a bad thing. Leader outsider 15th is very much kind of right up that alley, I would think. And save some energy through there, but now we need to recover to the front. Peloton's down to 70 already. The breakaway's been caught already, and we have a small chance at something on this stage now. Not like a victory or anything like that, but having a smaller group finish, potentially. Maybe gaining 30 seconds to a minute over some riders. Could happen. Could happen. So we're going to have this punchy little climb coming up. And then the descent is the kind of descent that I could maybe just get away a little bit. I won't be able to get far away, but I might be able to get a little bit away. But I'll never turn that into winning the stage unless I'm solo, because it's way too long at the bottom on the flat. I'll never win a sprint on that.
The riders are entering the last 10 kilometers of the stage.
Going? Follow Caruso. Come on. Follow Caruso. There you go.
That's the end of the breakaway. The pack gave them no chance.
Follow Swift.
Attack by Marty.
Come on. Okay, follow Caruso, since you don't want to follow Swift. That's why I don't like that follow feature, because half the time they don't actually do it. And we saw a momentary escape of 16 riders. I did my work for the day. I'm going to attack this part of the descent and see if we can't get away. It's 5k to go.
We're into the last 5 kilometers.
I do gain
Again,
5
an
seconds.
attack is launched.
I'm hoping
The
a
group has
couple
to break
riders
apart.
can join me. We'll use that acrobatic descent as we approach the bottom here. And then arrow position. Like I said, this is never going to turn into a win. Hegley's going to steal this win from me, obviously. But with just 2k to go and 15 seconds, he's not going to work with me. So I have to give away the win, but I can take second place and gain 6 seconds and maybe gain... Oh, can I get back? Oh, this is going to be close.
Oh, yeah.
First win of the
He had
year.
enough in the tank to be able to put one
you kidding
over
me?
on the others in the group.
Mirko Hegley had everything on me. He had every reason to claim that stage. Every reason. And yet I still beat him.
We're waiting for the tailenders who continue to arrive.
First win of the year. I'll take it. First win of the year. I was hoping for, 6, 8, 10 riders to open a little gap on the descent. Not just 2. And then that's exactly what I expected to happen. I was going to have to commit to keeping it ahead of the group. Nobody was going to work with me. Fully expected that. But then I thought that meant I was going to sacrifice the win just to be in a small group slightly ahead of the bunch. And that's exactly what I did. But Hegley blew it, and I was able to have just a little bit of red bar and out sprint him. So I get my small group, and it's just 2 instead of 10. And I still somehow win the sprint and claim the stage. Luckily, I don't know the rider, so more
Now
trash
for
talk
the
than
best
anything,
moments of the
but
day.
he sucks, and therefore I beat him. No time gap. But I do get 10 seconds for the win and only 56 riders on time. There's possible that somebody... Nope. The whole top 15, everybody makes it. In fact, there's Hegley as well. So he's 16th right behind me. So Hegley, I was tied with one rider, and it was Hegley. I came in with one rider on the previous climb, so he's got the same climbing ability that I have. Interesting that it ended up being the 2 of us. I might have a points jersey. No, Ben Swift does. I'm not surprised about Caden Groves being up there, but I am surprised. Well, Swift is a bit of a sprinter. Sprinter, he can do a little of everything. Yeah. 32 points for that. Exceptional for working at the front, right? Because I'm leader outsider, but oh no, not anymore. Just a teammate now. And yet I go and win the stage. Stage 5 was another sprint stage, and fortunately for me, there were some splits, and 2 of the top 15 riders lost time, meaning I'm now back up into 13th place, which today, the final stage of the Presidential Tour of Turkey, I'm back to that leader outsider role. So I do have almost full team support, though, again, it was pretty much the whole team being given the Baradur assignment. And then once that was sorted out, whoever didn't make it into the break would then support me. So that's what we have. We have 3 riders in support, and 3 riders made the break. There's only 9 riders in the break. We have a third of the breakaway. That's pretty cool. They still have 2 minutes, but that's not looking so good as we approach the final 2 climbs of this tour. We have a Category 2 early on. That's not looking much like a Category 2. But that final climb, that's pretty short, but it is pretty steep. And you can already see some fatigue setting in as Van Empel has been dropped by the breakaway. And those final 6 riders are caught as well. Bad timing on a split. We're already almost to the top of the penultimate climb here. I didn't realize we were this close. It's gone quite fast. Saving my energy over the top of this one.
15 kilometers remaining.
Let's get our support. I've got Plankart right here. He's got good hill rating. Vermeltfort, I want you to get up here and say, I want you to come in front of me. Plankart, I'm going to start getting you to scoot towards the front as we have 14K to go. Nice and easy for now. Go ahead and sit on. Let's see if his heart rate comes down. There it goes. Just a little bit. Quite enough to recover, but we have this descent. I'd like to see if we can get a little recovery before we go up that final climb. Okay, Lewis is here, but he's got nothing left. Pater could maybe get into this. We'll give it a shot. Vermeltfort has made it up as well. Terrible climber, though. Can anybody climb? Not really. So just try to get up here.
10 kilometers to the finish line. Only a few riders.
There we go. My heart rate's down at least with the lineup in front of me. All right, time to step out and get to the front. Alright, there's Pater, there's Say, there's Vermeltfort, and Lewis offering extra protection, so that's good. Hit the base, and we're going to start climbing. Plankart, bring it out front.
5 kilometers to the finish line.
And here we go, here's the acceleration. $4K to go. Gel up for me. I'm going to have Plankart slip back a spot and have Pater go 99.
This climb is feared by many riders. The percentages are very high.
96. So he's about to lose his wheel. I'll let Pater go just a little bit longer. Getting a good lead out this time. Plankart from Vermeltfort still left. And I'm still on their wheel. And we've gained separation. Three-man break. Plankart, though, he's done. $2.2K to go, and we're just about No, that's not going to level off. Okay. Give me what you've got while I'm near the front. I'll take it. Okay, from out fort. Hey, protect. And don't block me anymore, please. Thank you. 1K to go. And I'm in a pretty strong position here. We're not seeing any separation, though. 700 meters. Gonna save that red bar just a little bit here.
And they're off! It's going to be very fast!
Somebody's already celebrating. Don't pull an Alaphilippe.
He managed the sprint like a
Conti,
master of his craft.
no surprise
he was
there.
certainly the fastest today.
Very strong rider. Genietz, Martin again in the top 3. Cal Rodriguez, Steinhauser. Oh, there goes Hegley. He's going to be ahead of me, maybe? Nah, we should be same time. There's Koos. Still not top 10, though. Still disappointing. Looks like I'll be about 16th. Yeah, kind of right where I belong, huh? That all should be same time. I should be fine positionally for keeping 13th. Well, let's see. Let's see what kind of points we get for this race.
Now for the best moments of the day.
What's it gonna be? Yeah, same time, other than Conti had an 8-second advantage. Gap opened not far behind me. I actually moved up 2 spots to 11th. Makes no real difference, though, from 11th or 13th or 15th. It's all considered the same. 1 spot higher. Schlegel not there. And a top 10 is seen in a totally different viewpoint than claiming 11th. Genietz, Martin, and Steinhauser all ended up on same time. And somehow Kevin Genietz, who, well, actually, Steinhauser won a stage. I don't know how he didn't. Right? Steinhauser won the mountain stage ahead of Martin and Genietz. I don't see how the countback would give it to someone who didn't win a stage. So I get 11th. Points was in the top 10. Top podium spot for the under 25s. 9th as a team. Only 11 teams here. Small race, considering what that normally is. 3rd in the... See? They didn't care at all that I got 11th overall. They care that I got 3rd in the young rider classification, which was only 9 points. So the stage win was the big thing, and getting 2nd on one of the stages. And at least we opened our book for the year. I mean, we had 6 wins last year, which doubled our previous total. So getting 1 victory finally this season, mid-April. It's a little late. But I kind of getting the impression now, where I was just bad enough last season still, that they didn't worry too much when I would break away. Now, I've just crossed that point where I'm just good enough to get eyes on me at least a little bit. Just enough, right? And you put that together, that leads to I'm not getting those easy... Oh, he's going up there? Yeah, we're not worried about him kind of things. And then it turns out I can surprise him. This year, I don't know. I just get that feeling, I get that impression that there's a few more eyes on me now. A few more teams unwilling to allow me to go break away. And that's why my win totals have come down. Or maybe I just haven't had the right races where it's been circumstantially set up to be able to do something like the stage I just won, right? Most of my stage victories, most of my wins have been downhill finishes or downhills right before the finish. And I get a little breakaway. That's the bulk of my wins, really. And that's how we just got this one. So maybe I just haven't seen the right mix of stages this season. I don't know. Let me know. What are your thoughts? Let me know in the comments below. I'm Decathlon Gamer. Thanks for tuning in. Be sure to hit that like button, and I'll see you next time. Have a good one. Be safe out there, and bye for now.